Hello everyone! Today I'm going to be making this paperweight / decor piece and trying out a new product that I just discovered. Let's get started. So the first things you need to start this project are gloves, resin, measuring cups, stir sticks, and an embossing heat tool. This is an epoxy resin and it is a 1-to-1 ratio mix, which means that you will pour out the same amount of resin and hardener. I like to pour them into separate cups and then pour the hardener into the resin and stir thoroughly. Once it's all mixed up, I pour it back into the cup the hardener came from and mix it again. This will ensure that you get all of the hardener mixed into the resin. For this piece, I'm using a small teacup, but you can use anything you want for the base. For the effect to look realistic, I do suggest something with opaque sides so that you can't see the layers of resin. These small stones that I'm putting in the bottom are actually tumbled glass made for mosaics, but any small pebble or sand will give the same effect. While the resin is still gummy and not yet cured, I add in some small plants. Adding them at this stage keeps them from sinking to the bottom or floating somewhere that I don't want them to. Now that the first layer has cured overnight, I decided that I wanted my Betta to have a little more water to swim in, so I mix up some more resin and add in a thick layer up to the point where I want the lowest part of the fish to be. I recommend adding in a little bit at a time and heating it with the embossing tool to more effectively pop the bubbles. I let that cure overnight and then it's ready for the first fish layer. I found these stickers on Amazon, and while they may have been around for a while, I didn't know they existed until just recently. It certainly beats painting all those layers by hand. Here I'm mixing up some more resin. Yes, there is a lot of mixing resin and a lot of waiting for layers to cure. It's the joys of working with epoxy resin. But with the joys of video editing, you can watch a week's worth of work in about 5 minutes. I am putting down a very thin layer of resin, which I then put the sticker labeled number 1 on top of. And yes, these are stickers, so I could simply peel and stick, but since I wasn't sure where I needed to place the sticker, I thought it best to give myself a slick surface to slide the sticker around on till I found the perfect spot for it. Then I pour some more resin over top to lock it in place and create the first layer. Pop all the bubbles and then leave it to cure overnight. Now that that layer is cured, we add the second sticker and another layer of resin. A little tip to help reduce some waste, I reuse the plastic measuring cups and stir sticks as many times as possible. Once the resin has cured, you can simply peel it out of the cup and then you have a nice clean measuring cup again. Now, I cannot swear that this is the correct way to lay down the stickers. There are no instructions, there are also no pictures of it assembled. I'm simply going off of my gut instinct and my memories of what a Betta fish looks like. Okay, now it's time for do as I say, not as I do. I was impatient and I wanted to get this video done before next week, so I decided that I was going to add another layer before the previous layer had cured completely. Don't do that. While with this brand of resin you can add multiple layers before the previous layer has completely cured and it does not affect the overall cure, it does affect how easily it is to manipulate things in that new layer. Like, I worked so hard and so long to get this sticker in the right place because it kept getting stuck on the gummy layer underneath. But it's okay. It all worked out, at the cost of just a little bit of my sanity. And I actually waited for layer 3 to cure completely before I added layer 4, and needless to say, it went a lot better. And the rest of the layers pretty much go the exact same way as the first layer. Add a little bit of resin, put the sticker down, put some more resin on top of it. Except I did add a flower to this layer. Now, my impressions of these fish stickers. I really like them. It definitely saves you time and effort since you don't have to hand paint each layer like you would traditionally. The only problem I have with them is that you can kind of see the transparent edge to the stickers, but if you were to take a little more time and trim the stickers with a pair of scissors, you could probably remove all of that without a problem. So here's the final result. I'm very pleased with how this turned out, and I will probably be ordering more of these stickers so I can make all kinds of different projects with them. Have you tried these stickers before? Let me know in the comments. Also, if you have any questions about the products I use, leave those in the comments as well. I will have links to some of the supplies I use in the description box, so be sure to check those out. If you want to try this project out, I'd love to see how it turns out. You can tag me on Instagram. The link to my page is in the description, along with links to my other social media. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. Bye.